Namaste guys. Recently I came across a task wherein I had to display these images in ArcGIS Desktop using the data that has been provided in Excel format. I'm going to open this Excel and show you the fields. There are about 26 fields in this, 26 to 30 fields, wherein data has been captured on a field survey that has been conducted recently. And there are about 95 to 94 images that have been provided. Let me open one of the images and show you. So what I have to do is, for this data that has been provided, I'll have to display these images when I click. That means when I convert this data into shapefile, and when I click on any one of the points, I'll have to display these images in ArcGIS Desktop. So let's go to ArcGIS Desktop and then try to load this data over here. So let me load it first. I'm going to add it, and here's the data in Excel format. So I'm going to open it, and then you will see that the attributes and the columns have been displayed like shown. So the important thing is, this is a photo ID, these are the photos, and this is a file name, and corresponding to these photos the file names have been added here in this column as photo ID. So first let me convert this into shapefile. Now for converting, I'm going to right click on this and then say display XY data. So for X, I'm going to choose the long, and then for Y, I'm going to choose the lat, and then say OK. So we have successfully converted the data over here, and let me zoom to that, and you will be able to zoom to the layer. One or more of the layers has failed to draw. So I don't know, for some reason it hasn't drawn. So let me try to export this data and say I'm going to set the layers coordinate system to the data frame, and then I'm going to export this points as shapefile, and then say OK, and then I'm going to add this. So you will notice that the points have been added. Now the points that have been, actually you will see that I have converted these points, but there was some error wherein it did not allow the data to be loaded, so for which it did not show these points. So I'm going to remove these points, but when we exported this, the points have been displayed over here. So the survey has been conducted in Mehmoobabad. So now let's open the table, and we will see that all the data has been loaded for these points, and there are about 94 points that have been successfully converted to point data. Now let's try to show the identity for this. So when I click on the identity button for any of these points, you will see that we are able to display these points. But how do we display the images for this? So for that, initially we'll have to add open the attribute table, and then let's try to add a field, add field. So let's try to add photo underscore location, or LOC, location, and then I'm going to display this text and I'm going to increase it to say 250 because our photo location is located over here, and this is a bigger string, so I'm going to approximately set it to 250 characters, or maybe you can also type 500 characters and then click OK. So I'm going to get this photo location column over here. Now I'll have to add the location of my photos over here. So for that, what I'm going to do, I shall try to open the field calculator, and then here what we are going to do is there's a HTML button over here wherein we will be able to display these photos in this HTML identity button. But for that button to work, we need to add a string. That is, first let me go to Google, and then I'm going to search over here HTML image display. And then once in this result, I'm going to click the first one on W3 scores, and then I'm going to copy this string over here. Now this is a HTML tag, image tag, wherein it tries to display the image. So I've copied this, and then I'm going to paste it over here. Paste. So for this SRC, now if you actually have an idea about HTML, you'll be able to understand that this tag, img tag over here, tries to display the images, and this SRC, which is the target or the location of the image, we will try to put the target, that is where the images are located. So for that, I'm going to copy this location, and then I'm going to paste it over here. Paste. So this is where our image location is, and then we don't need this extra alt over here. Image location. So we have this tag, but we'll have to close this tag. There's no closing for this tag. I don't know why, but anyways, we shall try to add it like / which closes it. Now here for this image tag, I'm going to add there are double quotes here, so unfortunately I'll have to change this to single quote because this is a string and I'll have to put this in double quotes. I'll have to put this in double quotes, and then because it is a string, and then exactly over here at the location we'll have to add the name of the file, that is this one, so which is in the attribute table, that is here. So I'm going to concatenate it. We'll have to concatenate it. So I'm going to say / and then I'm going to use double quotes, space, and then I'm going to use ampersand, and then space. So this is 26 is our photo ID. So we are going to go to 26 photo ID, double click on this, and it will come to this place because we are trying to concatenate it. And then we are again going to, we have this photo number over here, but in our photo section we also have this .jpg extension, so we'll also have to add this. Copy this, minimize, come to this location, and then what we'll have to do is I'll add ampersand, and then space, then I'm going to paste this .jpg. So this should be in double quotes because it's a string, and then %. I mean, for someone who is a beginner, it might be difficult for them to understand, but if you practice it on how to concatenate strings in ArcGIS, it should be easy for them to understand. And then I'm going to click OK. Yes, we have been successful. So let me extend this a bit. But anyways, I think it's going to take a lot of time. What I'll do is I'll copy this string. I will open Notepad and then I'll paste and show it to you. I'll paste it here. You will see that the location of the images where they are located is over here. So, and this is the image tag, and this is the location where it is situated, where these photos are situated. Now let's try to open it. Now I'm going to close this, and then I'm going to use the HTML tag over here, and then I'm going to click on this. Yes, fortunately we have done it right, and here is how it is displayed. Now the image is really big, so it might be a bit difficult for us to view whole of the image. So what shall we do? I shall open this, and again I'm going to click field calculator. Oh, my string has vanished. Oh, now that is not so good, because copy. I'm going to quickly set it back again. Now if I have to display the image, good. Okay, let me first insert the photo column. Yes, I have inserted the photo column JPEG, and then so what I'm going to do over here is I'm going to add a width attribute. width, width is equal to, I'm going to set it to 300 px pixels. So I'm going to copy this so that I won't have to type in back again. I'm going to paste it here. So what I'm trying to do is I have added this width of 300 px, and then say OK. Yes, it has added this extra attribute, that is width 300 pixels, wherein when I try to click on this, it will try to shorten the photo to 300 pixels. I'm going to click on this and this, and there you are. There, I'm going to click. I mean, you can set it to any width you want. If you don't set this, then as you have seen earlier, the image has come really big, wherein it makes it difficult for us to view it. Well, this sums up the task that I have recently got. So hopefully you enjoyed it. Thank you guys. I'm going to stop it now.